Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. Joining me in our visual radio studios to talk a little bit about some scholarship opportunities for students and an award for teachers coming up. Mark Decker is here. He is the commander of VFW Post 9517. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
I'm well. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here to remind us about these opportunities that the VFW provides for students and a teacher, correct?
Yes. It's been a wonderful program that we've had for the past 50 years for the Voice of Democracy, which is for the high school students.
Right.
And we've had it for the elementary or middle school kids, for the past 45 years. And we've had it for the teachers for about 25 to 30 years right now. So.
Wow. So that's a long time. A big
Yes.
history with these opportunities, right? And they are scholarships for the students and then monetary awards for the teachers.
Yes, that is exactly right.
And we're going to talk about each one of them a little bit here. So let's start by talking about the Voice of Democracy. So that one is eligible for high school students.
Correct. It is for high school students, 9th through 12th grade. Can be public school, private school, or homeschooled.
Sure.
They have to be in high school when they enter this.
Okay.
They have to be 18 years or under by the end of the school year. If they are 19 at the end of the school year, we can do a waiver if they turn 19 during the year.
Okay.
It's a 3 to 5 minute speech. They put it onto a thumb drive or a CD so that we can pass that CD and stuff from one level to the next. It has to be turned into the local VFW Post by October 31st. They will compete at the local post. The winner of that goes out to the district, which for us includes Aztec, Shiprock, Farmington, and Grants. The winner of that will then go to the department or the state level. Mm-hmm. The winner of that then competes at the national level.
Okay.
First place in the nation is a $30,000 scholarship.
That'll pay for a lot of books.
Yes, it will.
So that's wonderful. And are there prizes on the other levels as well? Or,
yes.
So
every level gives out different prizes,
okay.
Depending on your post size and how much money they have available.
Sure.
Like our post, I'm at 9517 in Shiprock. Our post will pay out $100 for first, $75 for second, $50 for third. Okay. And the other posts pay out what they can and everything. So
right.
There are local winners too.
Okay. But this is more of an audio project then, is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, this is all a speech. They have to do it on a thumb drive or a CD, and it has to be 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
The subject has to be what makes America great. That has to be the title.
Okay. And then they get to take leeway as to how they interpret that theme, right? And
Correct.
come up with their 3 to 5 minute speech.
Yeah, it's exactly everything that they want. Whatever they think makes America great, they expound upon that.
Right.
They get points in our grading scale for how well they talk about it, how well they define their position, and defend everything.
Okay. And more information can be found on the website for the post, right?
Yes, at www.vfw9517.org, and then go under Programs, and it's right there under Voice of Democracy.
Okay. And again, the deadline is still about a little over a month away now, so young people can still get ready to go and get an entry in by October 31st.
Correct. And thing is if they have problems, they can ask adults to help them out. They can, if they turn it in, or if they turn in their CD or stuff early to us, we can go over it to make sure that there's not any glitches on the CD.
Good idea.
Because it is being passed from one layer to the next. So the only thing we will see is the CD.
Right.
So if it all of a sudden has a minute of blank space in the middle of it, that's something we can send back to him to get fixed, or to them to get fixed.
Sure. And so this is there's a physical audio file that you need. You can't submit it electronically. This has got to be on a CD or a flash drive, as you've mentioned, right?
If they want to send it on a WAV file, they can send it on a WAV file, but they have to let us know what type it is, so that on our computers, between the spots, we can have the correct stuff to open it up, because we don't want it coming in on a Mac program and everybody's using a
Windows
Apple program.
Sure. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So that would be good. But all that, I imagine, is explained on the website.
Yes.
Or you can call and
or they can call.
Answered.
My phone number, if they want to call me, is 505-947-5179.
Okay.
And we can go from there if they have any questions or anything.
All right. That's the Voice of Democracy Scholarship Program with the VFW. And again, this is for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. You've got to be 18 or less when you enter.
Correct.
Or you need to get a waiver.
Or a waiver for the 19-year-olds, because a lot of them turn 19 during their senior year.
Sure.
And we can do a waiver for that really easy.
Okay. So it shouldn't disqualify anybody.
No. It's just we're trying not to get the ones that have been held back 3 or 4 years. That gives them too much of an advantage.
Got it. Okay. Well, there you go, everyone. That's the first of a couple of scholarships we're talking about this morning with my guest, Mark Decker from the VFW Post 9517 in Shiprock. The other one is Patriots Pen, and that's another one that is, again, available for younger students, correct?
Correct. That one is for 6th through 8th grade students.
Okay.
So this is middle school students.
Right.
This is an essay contest. This is a 300 to 400 word essay. And they have to write their own essay. It has to be their own ideas. Now, they can ask teachers, adults, parents, whatever, to help them with stuff, make sure everything is, but it's all on them. They have to write it and everything else.
So the parents and teachers can maybe edit what they've written for spelling and grammar and things like that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they can edit for that. They can maybe give ideas, hey, this might be worded better or something like that, but it has to be the student's work.
Right.
And if, it's one of those, the parent, teacher, whatever, they can edit it, make suggestions, but it is ultimately has to be the student that makes the changes.
That makes sense. And this is, again, for the younger students, and so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade middle school students?
Yes, that is correct.
They're writing 300 to 400 words?
Yes, 300 to 400 words. The subject of this is also what makes America great. Again, that has to be the title.
Okay.
And then they just, in their essay, they expand out what they think makes America great and why.
Okay. And again, same deadline, too, end of October, right?
October 31st. So just kind of remember this. This is all happening before Halloween.
That's right.
So when they're out trick-or-treating, they can stop by the post and drop all this stuff off that night. That'd be wonderful.
Or ahead of time. But
yes.
I hear what you're saying, yes. And again, VFW9517.org is the website if folks have more information. I imagine these you can submit electronically.
Yes, they can submit these things electronically to us, not a problem.
Okay. Very good. And the prize there, once they compete, same kind of levels, right? You're competing regionally and then...
Yes. You'll compete at the local post again, then the district, then the state and national. First place is a $5,000 check.
Okay.
So that's a nice little walking around money for the kids.
Yeah, no kidding. I could buy a bike or two, I would think, for a young person. So that would be great.
Yeah. And again, we do give out at the local levels.
Right.
Like I said, it's 175 and 50 for my particular post, which is not
for this scholarship.
Yes, for this one also. Mm-hmm. That's not a whole lot of money, but maybe it'll get them into the movie theater one time or something. So.
Well, one time, and 10 of their friends, perhaps. So
perhaps, yes.
You could be the most popular kid in the street.
Exactly.
With that kind of money, but I think it's worth your while to put together a 300 to 400 word essay to enter for a chance to win, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's 300 to 400 words. If you actually think about it, that's about a page long.
Okay.
Most people will write that easily.
Right.
And
although it's a little daunting for maybe younger people, but you never know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've had some wonderful speeches or essays out there before, so hopefully we'll have that again.
Very good. And the third thing I want to ask you a little bit about this morning, Mark Decker, is the award for teachers, because there's an opportunity to nominate a favorite teacher.
Yes. We have a teacher's award. We have kindergarten through 5th, and then 6th through 8th, and then 9th through 12th. So it's 3 different categories for teachers.
Okay.
Any teacher that you think has done an exceptional job, nominate them. They again compete at the local, district, state, national level. The national winner the teacher will get $1,000, the school gets $1,000, and the school district gets $1,000.
Okay.
Now there's payouts all at the local levels and everything too, local awards. Another thing that the national winner will get, they get a paid trip to our next national convention, which is in Reno, Nevada, next July.
Okay.
So they will get their hotel and flights.
All expense paid trip to Reno.
Yes, all expense paid, and they will even get a little bit of a stipend while they're there to afford for food and stuff.
Nice. Okay, and then they can accept their award in person.
Yes, and then they will be at our national convention accepting that. Another thing they will get is in the springtime, we send the winners to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania for some professional training. and that counts towards their professional education.
Nice. And that's a free trip as well?
Yes, that's all free. That's all paid for by the VFW and
for the award winners.
Yes.
Wonderful. And so again, there are three different sections of teachers, right, or grades that the teachers could be nominated for this award. So theoretically, you could have 3 teachers from San Juan County, New Mexico.
Yes, exactly. I mean, last year as a area here, we got about 50 to 55 kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay.
We got about a dozen or so 6th through 8th grade, and then we got about 20 9th through 12th grade out of San Juan County between our 3 VFW posts here in San Juan County.
Nice.
So I would love to see that, if not more, again this year.
Right. And you're looking for, now it's not required, I guess, but you give some ideas of what maybe the teacher should excel in the classroom that could help their application or their nomination?
Yeah, some of the things we're looking for: civic responsibility, teaching the students how to be responsible Americans.
Right.
To maybe teach flag etiquette or teach patriotism of some sort, because we are a veterans organization, so we are looking for that.
Right.
Also, try to teach the kids about democratic process and how it works.
Okay.
What you need to do: a 350-word essay explaining why this person is,
Okay.
their head and shoulder pictures, and then a resume, and then up to 8 pages of supporting documentation, whether it be newspaper articles, awards that they've received, or anything like that.
Okay. That's what needs to go with the application,
That
the
all goes
nomination
with,
of this
yeah, that all
teacher.
goes with the application to us. The more stuff you have there, the better rounded that teacher is, the better chance they have.
Right. So that's important.
Yes.
And again, deadline same as the others, right?
Yes, October 31st is
Before
the deadline
you take
for
the
all
kids
of
out
these.
trick-or-treating, you put in your application.
Exactly.
There you go. But that gives you some time to think about a teacher in your school district or that's been maybe influential in your child's or your life, to maybe nominate them and see how they do with this potential award, right?
Yes, and one thing about this teacher award that people don't think about: the VFW defines a teacher as anybody that spends half a day with the students.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
if a admin person is sitting there checking in students all day long,
Right.
that can count.
Okay.
Your nurse might be seeing students all the time. That counts.
Okay.
Your EAs that help the teachers and stuff.
Those educational assistants.
Right. They count.
Okay.
So definitely your homeschool teachers, they all count.
Certainly.
So anything like that that is educating the students, we accept as teachers.
Okay. Very good. And once again, this is a cash prize of $1,000 for the teacher,
Correct.
their school, another $1,000, and another $1,000 for the school district.
Correct.
Got it.
So it pays out really well for the school and the school district to keep pushing this out there too. 'Cause I'm sure every school in this area would love to have some extra money coming in.
I think they would. That's very true. So wonderful. Well, let's go through it one more time. Mark
Okay.
Decker, if you don't mind. Again, there are 3 opportunities that we're talking about this morning, everyone. And the first one is a scholarship for high school students, and that is the Voice of Democracy Scholarship.
Correct. That is the essay contest for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. The subject has to be what makes America great. It's a 3 to 5 minute speech,
Right.
and you just turn that in before October 31st to the local VFW Post.
Okay. So you're writing an essay, but then you're recording it for the audio file, and that's what you're turning in.
Yes.
There you go. And again, October 31st is the deadline, and what makes America great is the theme of all of these things that we're talking about this morning.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then the other one is the Patriots Pen, which is for the younger students.
Yes, that one is for the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. It's a 300 to 400 word essay. Again, turned in by October 31st. Subject, again, is what makes America great.
Okay. And then your Teacher of the Year award for teachers in grades, looking for
Kindergarten through 5th.
Thank you.
6th through 8th.
Yep.
And 9th through 12th.
Now I found it. There it is on the paper in front of me. So, but I'm glad you knew it.
Yes.
And those are again due October 31st.
October 31st.
And there's more of a packet involved in all the supporting documents. And again, more information about all of these opportunities are at your website, vfw9517.org.
That is very good. Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Mark, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
You bet. Appreciate the information and the generosity of the VFW. I think that's great for the community.
Okay. Thank you very much. We look forward to it.
You're welcome. That's Mark Decker, everyone, my guest here on KSJE. And I'll be back with more in just a moment. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.